In the Poison Ivy series, Ivy is dreaming and hallucinating at the same time. She thinks back to when she was 22 in her second semester of grad school. A man named Dr. Woodrue would conduct crude experiments on her, injecting her with many serums. Eventually, Ivy would come to the realization that she was a lab rat, and once she served her purpose, she was supposed to die. But unlike his other test subjects, Ivy was resilient. The pain was so unbearable, she would leave her body and reach across to the green. She thought all this would kill her, and for a time, she hoped it would. But this is where it all started at Woodrow Grad School, where Poison Ivy was born. As Ivy sees a manifestation of the Batman, he asks her why she always comes back to this moment. But she tells him because this is where it all started at Woodrow Grad School, because this is where Poison Ivy was born. But as Ivy and the Batman are talking, he tells her she's going to miss her exit if she doesn't wake up. Ivy wakes up already driving through traffic. You see, Ivy has been undergoing a self induced poisoning as she spreads Ophiocordyceps lamia throughout the country, attempting to kill off the human race. But as the lamia spores spread throughout her body, her hallucinations are spiraling out of control. As Ivy hallucinates, the Batman tells her she's really starting to lose it. He can't believe she's planning to confront Woodrue in the state that she's in. But Ivy has no choice as she plans to finish what she started. As Ivy and the Batman drive, her hallucinations continue to spiral as she sees the primordial forest. Ivy admires all the plants of the forest as she states that plants grew in strange clusters as indigenous people were interplanting them, cultivating in harmony with the wilderness and nature. The Batman tells Ivy they need to stay on task as Ivy makes her way into the warehouse to confront the Green Man. As Ivy enters the laboratory, everything's dark, but she can immediately tell that he left things exactly as she left them. As Ivy walks through the laboratory, she thinks to herself that the last time she was here, she was someone else, but now she's Poison Ivy as she grabs a scalpel to defend herself. Ivy is confronted by the Green Man, aka Dr. Jason Woodrue. The Green Man berates Ivy for leaving such a trail of destruction in her wake. But Ivy tells the Green Man he's a hypocrite and he doesn't really care about the environment as he sells biotechnical weapons to rich entrepreneurs. The Green Man grabs Ivy by the neck, but Ivy impales him in the temple with a scalpel. The Green Man tosses Ivy over a desk as he starts bleeding from the temple. But as Ivy starts tripping out, the Batman tries to tell her she's going to get crushed with those freaky tree stumps. Ivy thinks back to the last time she was here. She tried to get the Green Man to help her, but the Green Man refused as he feels that Ivy is too hysterical to control real power. But as Ivy criticizes the Green Man for selling bioweapons, she takes the Lamia spores. The Green Man warns her that if she leaves with those, he'll haunt her all the way to her grave. But as Batman berates her for not knowing what she was really stealing, he tells her her skull is about to get crushed. Ivy snaps back to reality and dodges just in time to save her head. But as Ivy argues with Batman, he tells her to chill because he's not even real. The Green Man punches Ivy in the stomach and then grabs her by the neck and berates her for being too drugged up on hallucinogens to fight back effectively. The Green Man tells Ivy to admit it. You came here because you missed me, and he calls Ivy his prodigal daughter. He tells Ivy to beg for forgiveness or else. But Ivy has one more trick up her sleeve. As she touches the Green Man's face, she spreads lamia spores throughout his body. The spores adapt and evolve quickly to their host. They spent so much time with Ivy, they're almost part of her now. As she splatters the Green Man's face, she finally sits down as she gets to have a moment of brief reprieve. For a moment, Ivy thinks she really has won, but unfortunately, the Green Man gets right back up as Poison Ivy comes to the realization that his healing powers are even greater than hers. The Green Man berates Ivy and tells her the Lamia spores were never meant to kill off the entire human race. He tells her they were always meant to be a form of mind control like their wild cousins. Poison Ivy picks up the scalpel, seemingly having lost control of her body. The Green Man tells her he would have spared her life, but now he's going to make her beg for it as Ivy puts the scalpel to her neck. To be continued.